What is WEYDA? WEYDA stands for West End Young Digital Artists. We are a bunch of teenagers from the West End of Newcastle.
I'm on my 20-minute break. Can you please leave me alone? Get that camera out of my face.
We are starting a new project called Young, Religious and Judged.
The reason we came up with that is because young people are usually judged because of their faith and culture, and the way their culture is the way they follow their culture, and other faiths can take the mick out of that.
Today we are doing the crowdfunding video, which needs to be finished, Uzair. I'm looking at Uzair because Uzair is your director. He will be giving you the lead.
Yeah, my role in the video, I'm the director. We come up with this because the main people that are affected by hatred is the young people, and the West End of Newcastle is a multi-faith society, so that's why we called it religious as well, because there's many religions in this society, and judged because people are judged without the person knowing the other person's background. There's a lot of newly immigrated people that are coming into the country, but sometimes they're not welcomed here, and there's a lot of hatred going in that area.
Like the EDL, they were threatening to march up here, up the West Road. So everybody, you got to think about the mums. The mums would be really, really worried in case something happens to their children, no matter how old.
So that's why we decided to make the video, to take action, to create awareness and let all the big people know, so we can take action and try and stop all this hatred and tell them, look, we're all just one big family and we're one area that everybody's welcome in.
That is the answer. When young people get together, whatever background he comes from, he said, I am part of this city. I am part of this community. I have a role to play. I'm going to work with my friends. And when young people actually share, because they have got a great deal to share, and they have got energy, they can do wonders.
I like living in the West End because there's lots of different cultured people, but there tends to be a lot of racism because of that. And I just think if there was less racism and tension between each other, it'd be a better place to live.
I think the problems here are that people are, young children are getting judged of their skin colour and their religion.
We want to create awareness in our community and try and get people to not judge other people, because nobody deserves to be judged, and it'll make the community a better place to live in.
Understand the people's religions and see what's their point of view, how they live in their point of view. So if we were them, we would feel the same thing.
I think the problems in this area are that there's too many racist comments and people staying back out of fear, and they're just not listening to what we're trying to say.
Yeah, there are problems in this area, and they can cause fights and that, because people just start judging too early, and they can cause riots between different religions.
This project is called Young, Religious and Judged. It's targeting that racism.
Well, sometimes people who are suffering in poverty get treated differently, and so do people in different religions. So I just think that that everyone's a human and you should treat them exactly the same.
We just want to help the community to take people off the streets, because it's a bad influence for them, and someday they could do something good with their lives instead of just doing bad stuff.
I think it's very good that the young people, young children, understand that we live in a diverse world. So learning about other communities and seeing how they are different from us and from each other, that will help them understand that we don't have to be all the same. Although we are different, we are all equal in front of God, and we have the same rights.
The main aim of this project when I first started was to get groups of children from lots of different religions, cultures, backgrounds, everyone that's different, and just get them talking. And when people are able to get together and just talk freely, without being judged or finding a common ground, actually these stereotypes start to diminish and people start to talk to each other, and it stops that conflict.
I think it's really important to give young people the skills to speak for themselves and to tell their own stories. I think we've found through centuries really that it's the stories of those people who are in power and have the most money that get heard and get told, and I think that's still unfortunately the case today. So by giving young people the skills to tell their own stories, we can try and change that. I also think that the subject that they've chosen of what's happening to particularly young Eastern European immigrants in our community is a really important one, because that is the latest sort of wave of immigration which is subject to many of the prejudices and the racism and the stereotyping that many different waves have had in the past.
It's very urgent, very important that newcomers come. We can't give them shelter and say leave them on their own. That's easy, but we got to integrate them, and unless we do that, we will have a problem.
I think it's a fear of the other, that people who have been here a while are afraid because other people are coming in. They don't understand why they're here.
Yes, we are Romanian community, we are Christians. We meet here every week to worship God. We believe the Bible. We try to preach about a personal relation with Jesus Christ. So that's all we have, no rituals, it's just a simple gathering. We sing songs, worship songs, and we listen to preaching, and that's about it.
And I know these because their parents come to a church here. They hire one of the halls and they have a church service every Sunday. And I work with the young people while their parents are in church. They complain about them gathering in groups, but that's their social group. They can't go to the pub. They wouldn't go to the pub. They wouldn't go where perhaps the indigenous population would go. So they meet together. But some of the people who already live here feel a bit threatened by that.
We're not like, oh, that family is that's that. We're a whole community, so we need to come together like a community.
They've chosen a very sensitive subject, but one that's very close to their heart and one that is very important, because these young people are the next generation that are growing up in this democracy, and because of various world trends, there is a lot of tension now between different faith groups. And here in the West End of Newcastle, we have, I think, done very well working together, living together with different faiths, and they are the next generation taking this through in very difficult times. And I really commend them that they want to make a documentary about that.
For the project Young Religious and Judge that we are currently working on, we will be going to meet community leaders like you, and hopefully young people in the West End about their religion and religious experience they have went through.
It's definitely an issue that needs tackling, really, because I think it's something that is happening both at the forefront as well as behind closed doors, in the sense that people tend to judge you before they know anything about your religion or your faith and things like that.
It's good the way they've sort of taken things on themselves, and it's a lot of the stuff's their ideas and what they wanted to say, and tackling a really difficult issue, I guess, and how they're trying to deal with prejudice against them.
WEYDA started because of Caroline. So can we have a round of applause for Caroline? So when Caroline came up with a brilliant plan, and she thought we need another club, so she made WEYDA. It added great excitement to every Thursday of our lives. This will change days forever. The 12 children who were involved were flabbergasted by the appeal for a membership to the greatest club on the planet, so they replied with a big fat yes. Wait a second, I've just got in. WEYDA means West End Young Digital Artist. This was the best decision I've made of my life, and it's given me loads and loads of advantages.
It's lovely to see young people speaking for themselves, having opportunities to do so. And also this is a project that they're undertaking which is going to be quite difficult, quite controversial, but actually really, really good.
We know that there will be more difficult issues that we will have to overcome, and we know that we have to work together as a team to get the job done.
It imbues me with confidence, and it makes me feel very proud that my children are part of a group. It's bringing down barriers, it's taking away the stigmatization, and it brings home to my children the necessities of the evil world that we live in now.
The kids are going to do this documentary about what they see, what they feel, what they think, you know, their thoughts. And then the other documentary is more for the adults, that to watch the kids as they grow. I wanted to see two sides of it. I wanted you to see the kids making it, and also I wanted people to see what the kids made.
I think it should be listened to by as many people and watched by as many people as possible, but also specifically those in the council, those in members of parliament like myself, and those in local media.
I hope they'll get a confidence, because kids can be as loud and brash as anything, but actually when it comes to talking to people from a different, you know, religion or a different background, they shy away. Or what they'll do is they'll say what their parents say.
These are some of the children who are going to be involved and coming to the synagogue, and they're going to ask you very, very difficult questions.
I wanted them to get their own view, to get their own story and their view on what is happening in their area.
I think specifically they wanted to look at the impact of being a Muslim in the WestEnd of Newcastle, and what they wanted to do is with researchers at Newcastle University is to try and get a sense of some of the historical issues that communities that have come to Tyneside have experienced, and to kind of look at some of the similarities in that experience, but also maybe how their experience is different.
For them is to understand that actually people have come before them as well. They're not the first wave of people to be judged.
Asylum seekers are valuable members of the community. It's from The Guardian.
Theirs was a lot worse because the police were involved with the racism as well. Because there was a guy on there, Ali said, but he was in the ethnic minority, and then the police used to knock on his door every day thinking he'd done something wrong. If like he worked, they used to say they're taking our jobs. If he didn't work, they used to say they're being lazy. So it was like whatever you did, you would get discriminated for it.
Like some people say they are Geordie, but then when you actually learn their different religions and things, it's really different, and you never think they were Geordies, and it just makes you think something different. And it goes to show how many people are like judged and things, and we shouldn't judge them.
Everybody's got a different background. You don't know where they're from, and like they're from different places in the world, and that's good for the community, like so that they're all different in the mix and that.
I think it's an amazing thing that they're doing. I think it's hugely important in a multicultural and multi-faith city like Newcastle that we have an understanding of each other, and that we can, in a safe way, share who we are and what we are.
There's nothing wrong with children learning more about other people. There's only strengths in it, and that's what I really hope they get out of it, is the confidence to talk to new people, that they actually learn also about all these different religions, and hopefully we can break down those barriers of people being judged for simply where they're from or what their religion is.
So that's why Shabbat, the Sabbath, is a Saturday for us.
People ever judged you about your culture and religion?
Well, you see, I'm not actually Jewish, but I have Jewish ancestry in my mum's patrilineal side. Now, I know that to be Jewish, that kind of comes down the matrilineal side, which is why we're not Jewish. But I've shown lots of interest, and so we've come to this synagogue where the people are very welcoming and very lovely. Yes, well, since I've come here, I haven't encountered, I think, anything.
We went to the Jewish synagogue, and even by myself, I was so stupidly unaware of what was going on, especially the things with, you know, Israel and Palestine. And I had an angry dad on the phone to me, and I was like, "Ooh, why is he angry at me? Why doesn't he want to go to the Jewish synagogue? Why doesn't he want to learn about it?" And for me, I think for the first time, I had to stop and actually say, actually, no, what I'm doing it's quite difficult. I don't know why I have this such naivety about it all. But that's what they have as well, and it's been really fun for us both, all of us, to kind of go through there and just to learn it from a really innocent perspective.
What have you learned?
Like what they like, how they pray, and like about the holy book, the Torah, and about like how they've been bullied, like whenever they wear their kippas.
I think it's really interesting and fun because we would have thought that it'd be really different and we wouldn't really get on with it well. We have, and it's really interesting to see how everyone like is enjoying it.
I found out stuff that I didn't know like at first, as in how this room's set out, like the women sit up there and the men sit down, so then the men don't get distracted when they're in a service.
Kids are fantastic. Kids have such an innocent way of looking at something. They don't have all the things that came beforehand. They don't have all their prejudgments. So when they go in there, they're going in there with a fresh pair of eyes. But yeah, no, I'm extremely proud of what they've done. I'm extremely proud of, who they are and how the fact that they want to learn about these new cultures.
The rabbi is the equivalent, as your imam. Does imam mean teacher?
Yeah.
Rabbi means teacher, and that's who you saw going. Did you see the car going out?
Yeah.
Yeah, big beard. Yeah. We had some Sikhs here a few years ago from the Sikh community. They were comparing the length of their beards. Am I allowed to say that?
Trying to follow a religion, it's always good, But in the meanwhile, we should understand that everyone has the right to believe whatever he wants.
Apostolic is a church founded by the apostles, and our aim is to create and build a lifestyle of those of the apostles. Basically, we are trying to be modern day apostles ourselves.
Some say being a Christian is easy. What are your thoughts?
I think like in every faith, you face challenges every day. You get people judging you based on your beliefs. You get discrimination based on it. And I think just like being a Muslim or a Sikh or any other religion,
they really know what they say and stuff, and they really believe in Jesus.
And they don't believe in like violence and stuff. And they believe in peace, and they believe in not judging people by their religion, but actually their soul and their heart.
Actually, it's wicked because when they're talking, it's so tense, but then afterwards it's all chilled out. It's wicked. It's not like any other church I've seen before.
When I came here, I was surprised because there was a lot of people preaching and there was music going on. So I was first I thought it'd be hymns, but it was actual music. So I was surprised by that.
Have you made some friends today?
Yeah.
I already knew David and Kevin.
Do you think? Would you want to invite them to the five-a-side football?
Oh yeah! Oi, David, we need a 5-side.
Where? Well, we both played for teams.
For what, man? For what?
Today was quite interesting. It's the first time we've done something like this where we bring, not make a huge emphasis on faith, but kind of work with faiths and have fun with that, with the different groups. It's the first time that I know of that we've got some Romani kids as well, and making a point that they're Romanian and actually stressing how important it is that that's a good thing.
It's very interesting. All the religions, just friendly match. It's a good idea. I like it.
It's cause we get to be friends and that, and we see what other religions are like, and we just play football.
It was really interesting and very good. I like it.
How do you rate them?
5 stars. It's really good.
I didn't make any friends.
You haven't?
No.
I wanted to set out and change the world, but you're not going to be able to do it with a football match, even though football's pretty good. But I think what we've done is started, and what happens is when they see them on the streets, when they see them at school, they're going to say hi, and that's where conversation starts. So we started the bridge of communications today.
Are you going to give a speech?
I'm not giving this.
It's now we're usually in the streets you just walk past them and then you just stare, but now we're just interacting and talking to them and having fun together.
Do you think friends have been made today?
Yeah.
Wow.
Have you made friends?
Yeah, a couple.
So yeah, we're trying to get them all together, but it's still, I don't think it has, because of, I think it's just made us more drove us more apart, because
Some people are like proper jealous that they've won.
They cheat. Never listen to their referee. That's what I've learned as well.
They were really good, but they got a bit too rough. Yeah.
Deadly serious.
Yeah. Even in the friendly.
I know, in the friendly we were just playing
90. I know, and the referee cheated. The referee cheated.
Because like the Romanians were really good at football and they were like they won. Everyone knew they were going to win because they like you always see them practicing in the streets and stuff.
Yeah, and then like some people are like proper going in our
Showing
faces.
9-4.
9-4.
Yeah, but we actually just wanted to like make friends and things. But
that team over there.
Do you think it was a bit too serious?
yeah.
Yeah, because they were
found it,
proper
yeah.
kicking like proper hard.
Do you think today it's broken down barriers? Have you made
No.
new friends? Why not?
It's exact same. They just thought, they think that if they won, they weren't bothered. They just did what they just do.
All they did was shake hands. I think that's the only thing that they did that was good, because everyone's just proper showing off and like we're just not getting up to.
We made one friend though with that little kid.
Oh yeah, that little kid. He's so
Alex.
cute. It's Alex, and like he plays for a team in Romania.
And he's really good.
That's one friend.
He's like little tiny.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've had our football tournament today.
They cheated.
They cheated.
Yeah. They did.
No man, they won fair. They won fair, man. They won fair.
They were fair. There are differences in everything. And whenever a new group of people come on, they bring their new culture and they bring their differences as well. Do you understand why they're hanging on the streets a little bit more now?
It's like they never go to the house. They're always on the streets.
But maybe that's what they do.
Yeah, but never you go to said the that house. they don't feel comfortable like talking to us.
Well, they don't.
So then why did they go out then?
Well, because they talk to their Romanian friends outside.
Put it this way, right? A man thingy behind you, right? You're friends, but you're on different faiths, are you? You're all Muslims, and that's why they chill out with their own people.
We were like good with them yesterday, but then today we're just like arguing, so we got further away.
Further apart. So maybe, right, so tomorrow we've got the bake-off. They want to think of ideas that the whole community can join in and celebrate their different cultures, and that's what they thought of. They wanted to do a bake-off.
Has anything gone wrong so far?
No.
Look at that now from before.
Look, this is what the mosque is winning, hoping to win, or it's going to go into the church.
I think that's been going wrong.
And at the minute we're trying to make a classic Victoria sponge cake.
We're making a classic Victoria sponge first with a kind of a twist.
Are you peonies? Do you want to eat a contract?
So let's look in the fridge.
Have you tasted it yet?
No. We're just waiting for the cakes to be done and we're making the stuff for the pizza. What are you eating? Fondant. Is it nice? What does it taste like?
Fondant.
It's going very well. The girls are working hard and I'm trying my best to, though this is not my best dish, I never do pasta in my life.
What's going wrong? Abdul didn't listen to me.
Currently.
Why are you sitting down?
Because I was walking around quite a bit and I got in the way and somebody told me to go sit down, so I did.
So who was this person that was so mean to you?
It was myself.
Well, I'm just chuffed to bits, as they say. They've really progressed. They've grown in confidence. They've grown as a team as well. And they've really become a tight group of friends, whereas at the beginning they just were a group of young people together who were bound together by doing a project. Now they've become friends, and also the skills they have acquired to be able to present something visually, their beliefs, their ideas. Who knows, in the future, their businesses, they will be able to sell their businesses really well.
Well, this project's been absolutely fantastic about them just sort of picking up a skill and trying something new. I mean, I remember way back at the beginning when one of the children just picked up the camera for the first time and just went with it, and he kept saying, I absolutely love this. This feels perfect to me. This feels so natural. Another one picked up the mic and was like, I love everything to do with sound. And like they picked up new skills. There's another child who's been writing, you know, their press releases, all of our PR, been communicating with this person and that person. We've had children communicating with their MPs, with the Police Crime Commissioner, with Harry Shukla, with all these different types of people. We've got children learning how to edit, and it's something that they want to do themselves. So we are giving them an opportunity that not every child gets, and it's what they make out of it. It's what they want to get out of it. It's not, I'm not a teacher, I'm not forcing them, I don't have a curriculum to work to.
We've just captured all the videos onto the computer, and now we're just renaming all the scenes and takes.
Take some time, but don't come on one.
As soon as they finish like naming them, I'm gonna start like trying to edit it and that.
All the takes have been done.
Have they already been done?
Yeah.
Oh,
So scenes
even better.
Dying to go. I want to just go.
Very, very roughly put them together so you can see how it goes.
It's experience really, so when we're learning about editing or recording, it could come handy in the future. For example, me, I'm going to go to college and I'm going to do media, so all this stuff will come in handy then, because I'll be ready for what course I'm doing, because I'll already know the basics.
It's been a lot of fun. We've had a great time.
I've made a lot of friends, Every session that we have, we find out another thing about each other. It's wicked.
Yeah, I've made like everybody in there is one of my friends now.
Yeah, I think it is changing their lives. I mean, when we're doing all this together, we're also learning something new. So ourselves, we're learning that we should not judge other people as well, because I'm pretty sure we've all did it. So we're learning as it goes on, like everybody else is learning. So it's just the same for us.
I mean, I'm thrilled, because I mean, see, those two young friends of mine, I met them for the first time. Lovely, lovely, articulated young people. And when they grow up, sky is the limit. They are our future leaders. And that has encouraged me. So I feel that, what we started 40 hasn't been in vain, that we have actually achieved something. And these young people are the proof.
We have to live with each other, right? So if we're stuck on this planet, so we might as well find a way to get along with each other, and see that the differences are an advantage. The fact that we are different, it's something that should enrich us, not divide us.
Understanding each other and being open with each other and respecting each other. Particularly from a religious point of view, there are many ways to God, and I think we need to respect that within each other.
I think we need to put across that they need to stop blaming each other. Well, when you're angry, you do blame each other when you're angry, but we need to push that aside and come together as a whole community.
Everybody would just judge people off their character, not of their religion. That's what we're aiming for.